So I decided to take you through the quick setup. As soon as you get your phone, it's going to ask you if you already have an Android phone to scan the QR code that is on the new S26 Ultra. And I have my trusty OnePlus 15 right here. And as you can see, so what I'm going to do is take you through just kind of some of the prompts that you're going to see when you're switching over information to your new phone. And sometimes it could be a little tedious. Otherwise, you want to make sure that you get all the information from your old phone to your new phone. And I usually keep my phone that I switched over for about a couple of days just to make sure I get all of the notifications that I need and everything. So one of the first things you're going to do is verify all of your Google accounts because it is Android. So they're going to ask you for all your Google accounts. So I'm going to push this off to the side and do that real quick. All right, so the next thing after you put that in there is they're going to ask you, do you want to connect to a mobile network? And you can transfer directly from here and they'll give you the prompts, or you can scan the QR code to put your SIM card in and it'll look something like this. I mean, there's my phone number, whoops. And then you could just do a transfer call right there. And then your new phone, well, actually it will transfer automatically. So yes, if you have T-Mobile, you have no choice. They'll just transfer the number that they see. So Samsung is connected. So keep that in mind. Oh, and also forgot to mention that it does ask you for a Wi-Fi connection in order for you to access it. So make sure you select the Wi-Fi that you're using at home. And the next thing we're gonna do is copy your apps, right? And then also before you do that, this says a service provider update. Your device will restart to configure features supported by your SIM. So if you get an unlocked phone like I did, you're gonna get this prompt. So go ahead and just take care of that because you wanna get the latest and greatest carrier settings, whether it be on AT&T, T-Mobile, or Verizon, Cricket Wireless, whatever. When you get an unlocked phone, you gotta make sure you do that because it is going to configure to whatever phone service that you do have. All right, so once that restarts, let's go ahead and copy over our apps. All right, so once it comes back in, you had to mimic over your pattern, unlock pattern from your last phone. So good thing about it, you get to keep your same information. So let's go ahead and unlock that pattern. And we're gonna continue to get back to where we were. So it says welcome. So you go ahead, hit start, agree to all the information. Now it's getting your phone ready. And let's see if they give you the option to copy over your apps. So right now, oops, they added all my accounts. They're gonna show you where your accounts are added. Now we're back to where we were, where we're copying our apps and our data. So the next thing you're gonna do is hit next and then hit agree. And now you wanna set all your permissions. So you can set your smart switch, which is Samsung's transfer vehicle. And you're gonna give it permission to take all the information from your old phone. So you gotta allow it. And you can do either a cable or wireless. Now with a cable, you're gonna have to get your USB-C to USB-C. And sometimes it works with a attachment. It's kind of like a SIM. It's like a transfer connector cable, little piece. But you don't need it necessarily unless you have bad Wi-Fi. But I have good wireless. So let's go ahead and transfer that information. And they give you a nice QR code to do that. And you go ahead and select it, and it should show up. If you don't have the app downloaded, it will send you a link to go download it. But I have it, so here we go. So once again, you gotta, accept all of allow everything to be transferred over. You need to go to your permissions and make sure that the usage access is correct. for smart switch, which is down here, and it's not allowed. Now you can allow it. All right, so everything is everything. I don't know why it's keep. All right. All right, and we're back. So now let's transfer the data. And wireless, there it is. QR codes align. So the key is to have both phones have smart things on there, or smart switch, excuse me. All right, so as you can see, it's searching for data to transfer. And usually this doesn't take a lot, but they do recommend that you keep both devices close to each other. Now, in this season of transferring information over to from your old phone to your new phone, it's vital that you transfer over what you are comfortable with losing potentially, because there's no perfect transfer from, your old device to your new device. And you just want to make sure that the things that are essential, you want to transfer over and make sure it is transferred over, and also keep your phone, the old phone that is, for about 1 or 2 days later. Now for me, I typically transfer all of my phone, text messages, files, photos. I don't do that because I use Google Photos, and it usually saves all of my photos in the cloud. I don't necessarily transfer over my contacts. I do transfer over contacts, but there are some ancillary stuff, and I'll show you once this finishes scanning what typically I'll transfer over, because I am a transfer veteran over, because I've transferred multiple phones, and all of the phones that you reviewed on my channel at some point got everything transferred over. Now, there are some transfers that run smooth, like Android to Android, US Android to Android, that is. And there's some that are rough, like Android to Apple, iPhone to Android. The two just don't mix as well. But there is possibilities of you doing it. I just prefer Android on Android. Apple just makes everything hard for some reason. All right, now, so we're at 53%, so let's give it some time. And you want to keep these each next to each other. Make sure that nothing is hindering it. And usually, since I opened the phone up for the first time, the timeout feature is like 5 seconds. So you're going to get a couple of timeouts on these, until you get into settings, once you get into the phone, to actually change the time. And I usually put about 45 to 1 minute, 45 seconds to 1 minute. So yeah, for some reason, man, I think the wireless transfer just takes a long time, and it sucks because for it to be wireless, it should go faster. So if you're a veteran of the cable, go ahead and do that. I'm sure it's going to be a lot faster. For me, I'm a Wi-Fi king. I like Wi-Fi for everything. So we're just going to sit here and wait for the transfer percentages to go up. And that is what it is. So are y'all picking up the S26 Ultra? What are y'all thoughts on that? I mentioned before in my unboxing, how, kind of blah it is. Other than the fact that it does have, the white colorway this year. So it's got a white out kind of feel, and it goes really well with the silver. So they're kind of getting to kind of like a little Apple-ish a little bit. I don't know. Let me know how you feel. And one thing I do love about the screen is that it is just so smooth. It's almost like you're touching liquid. Just how flush and how wonderful just this view is. The visual display is stunning. That's just me. However, I wish they could figure out a way to get rid of this dot. That was such the big deal when these dots first appeared at the top. And it just baffles me that no phone company has solved this mystery to put a camera right in there and camouflage it with pixelated, you know, dots to make sure you can see everything flush. It's just, they just kind of gave up on that technology. I don't know. That's just me. I wish it would be better, but I'm sure they're going to charge more for it. So, all right, so currently we are 75%. Let's just go ahead and keep it going. So once you get your S26 Ultra, I would recommend that you get a nice case for your back. I don't necessarily recommend that you get a glass protector because this screen is built in with a nice little shaded, you know, privacy screen. And if you pay so much money for your phone, don't you want to get the best of it? That's just me. I don't know. But I definitely recommend that you do get your a nice case. Get a clear one so you can actually enjoy it. Like clear to where you can see your aluminum bezel here, or you can see this nice glass back. I mean, it just makes some more sense. Okay. All right, so now we're gonna get to the select data to transfer. So you can do three options. You can do everything. You could do just calls, contacts, and messages, or you can do a custom. So I'm gonna do a custom because I wanna know what's missing. So you can select all. I usually start there. So I have about an hour and 7 minutes of data transfer. Oh my God. So calls and contacts, yes. Messages, yes. Apps, yes. Settings, yes. No images, no videos, no music recordings. Documents, yes. So I've cut my hour and 7 minutes to 33 minutes. So after you do that, just go ahead and hit the transfer portal right here. Before you do that, you got to make sure that you set up your biometrics. So that'll be your fingerprint. So just unlock your phone and then go ahead and set up your fingerprint to register it. And it's right here. And I must say, it's a lot quicker in the past. So I kind of go all the way around the scan right here just to make sure I got my fingerprint added there. You could add about 4 or 5 fingerprints, so but I'm just gonna add the one for the sake of this video. Okay. Gotta accept all the Google services, turn the backup on, add Gemini, you know, all this stuff. Hey Google. All right, now we are in the transfer mode. So it's getting your phone ready. It says it may take a few minutes, but in the end, it's going to transfer everything because that's just what Samsung does. They execute. So let's just give it some time and let's see the results. Still loading, loading. Still loading. Also, a very important point of reference on your old phone, it gives you a warning and it says if you turn off the screen or go to the home screen, the data transfer will stop and you will be disconnected from your new phone. Please don't do that because you'll just be doing this all over again. Sometimes you only get one shot, so get it right the first time. Just let everything work itself out. It's still getting my phone ready. It's been about a few minutes, but nevertheless, it's getting everything ready to transfer. So let's see how long it will take. All right, so you get a nice little alert and lets you know that you are done with your old phone and it has all been transferred over. So let's go ahead and hit the done on that one, and it's done. It's done. All right. So now we're back to the S26 Ultra. Now you can sign up, log in with your Samsung device information. So I'm gonna do that really quick. Gotta select all the information. Oops. Okay, all the information. Oh my God, Bixby's still here. Bixby. Okay, all the Samsung wallets, everything. All right, we finally got to the finish line. Thank you for sticking it out with me. I know it's kind of arduous, but sometimes people don't really know how, strenuous or lack of, toughness that it takes to, get your phone set up. And I just wanted to go over with you because I thought it'd be interesting. So now when you get to the setup and you're all set up, you can actually see what's new. So if you really want to know what's new about the S26 Ultra, you can go ahead and go through the entire list. Oh my Lord. I might have to go through this later. But if you don't want to go through this now, you can just access the tips right here later. But otherwise, let's hit the home button and see what my home screen looks like. All right, and there is that home screen. Let's check a couple of things, shall we? Well, right away, you're not going to get all your apps downloaded yet. It is a process as well. So as you can see down here, it's installing apps. Got a missed call here. And everything is set up. Wonderful, wonderful. So it's organizing your transfer data. Ta-da. And it's going to finish setting up your device. So that means getting your software updated to the latest and greatest, all the above. Well, that pretty much wraps it up for me. I'm not going to put you through the strenuous process of me downloading and putting every app on my phone to get everything started. Just wanted to share with you a quick transfer, tutorial, and let me know if you find this helpful. Please comment below and like and subscribe. Thank you. This is Juleon from Juleon Tech Reviews. Peace.